Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Claire and today I want to tell you about 3 things that I wish I knew going into my gap year. Now, I've been on my gap year for 7 months so far, and I've been having a really great time, but I do have to admit there have been some ups and downs that I could have been more prepared for had I known what they were. So the first thing was being away from a structured environment that was school. I was not prepared for being outside of school and being in an environment where I chose the structure, like, totally. Like, lately I've been doing a lot better for myself because I realized that, and I started defining my structure and making a good plan to get my work done. But I did initially really struggle with, not being in a structured environment of school. So I actually made a full video about this. You can check it out here. But yeah, that was the first thing that I found really, really difficult, was not being in that school structured environment. And especially when I wasn't working a job, like it was just very difficult to get anything like my passion projects done, even though I had all this time. So the second thing, which I know is not just me, is, on a gap year, it can be really difficult to make some friends. If you're like me and you've just graduated from high school, then all of your friends are at university, or the majority of them. And for me, like, moving to a different country where I didn't know anyone other than my boyfriend, it was kind of a lonely experience, to be honest. I'm really lucky that I had my boyfriend there for company. We get along super great and we spend a lot of time together. But as you guys know, it's great to have other, interactions with people other than only one person. So I found, going out there, doing some skating, getting to know people at skating, looking at starting the Gap Year Connect Discord server. I've found a lot of company in, meeting other people who have taken gap years. So that was the other thing that I found a bit difficult, was the lack of being in school where you're surrounded by people all the time. It's a very different change. But the thing about a gap year is that there is the possibility to make so many friends if that's what you're looking for, as long as you put yourself out there. So the thing I also wasn't prepared for is the amount of things that are changing throughout the year. In school, you know what's going to happen. You know that, well, my courses are going to change midway throughout the year, so I'm going to have to do biology and chemistry during the second half of my year. But for a gap year, this isn't always the way that, it goes. Things just change. For example, I got a job in the summer, but I didn't want to continue doing the job, so I just kind of quit because it wasn't working out for me. So yeah, basically, things change, and I wasn't exactly prepared for that, because if you're like me and they're very abrupt changes, then you can get really overwhelmed by those changes. And I think giving yourself time to let it soak in and reminding yourself that, this is my gap year, this is where I get to try different things, and this is where I get to experiment. If you remind yourself that, then that can really help ease the stresses that the fast-paced nature of the gap year can have. But yeah. Anyways, guys, if you've also struggled with these things on your gap year, feel free to let me know in the comments, and if there are more things that you have struggled with, chances are I've also struggled with them as well. So let me know down in the comments if there's any ideas that you have about this video. If you enjoyed listening to me speak about what I struggled with during my gap year, why not leave a like on the video? And if you want to hear more gap year content, subscribe to the Canadian Gap Year Association YouTube channel. Take care. Bye!